This year I have committed to not purchasing any holiday decorations. I'm actually going to make my own, and beyond making my own, they're going to be all compostable. This video is going to show you how I made these paper bag snowflakes. You can get paper bags in different sizes. I got some from the dollar store and I got some from the grocery store. You can see here I found 2 different sizes, and you can even cut them down further to make even smaller snowflakes. I wanted to add some white into the mix, so we took an old book and I glued pages from the book onto the bags, but I'll tell you what, that was super laborious. I'm not doing that again. Here is an example of some of the bags that I cut down to make a smaller size snowflake. Once you pick out your pattern, and there's lots of different patterns you can do, I'm going to show you at least 4 or 5 in this video. You create your one that is your template, and then you can use it to either trace or just simply hold it while you cut around it to cut out 8 or 9 more bags identical to your first pattern. It does help to have a point at the top, no matter what design you decide to do. And once you've cut 8 or 9 bags to your desired pattern, you can take a glue stick, or I prefer a glue gun because it dries so much faster, and you're going to run a bead of glue across the bottom of the bag and down the middle. And then you're just going to keep repeating this step as you layer the bags on top of each other. As you're going, you can go ahead and open the snowflake up and see how full it's getting. Maybe you've added enough bags, or maybe you want to add a few more like I do. I'm going to add 2 more to this snowflake to see how it looks. Now when I open it up, I feel like, yes, this was the look I was going for. So we're going to join the 2 open sides by again running glue down the bottom and through the middle. I'm going to open up the 2 end bags and stick my hands in them so that I can make sure that the sides adhere to each other. Now, I want to be able to hang it, so I'm going to use a hole punch and clip through one of the points. So this is where the point in your design comes in handy. And then to reinforce it, I'm going to take some tape and put it over the hole that I just punched in. Now I need to punch the hole again through the 2 pieces of tape, and then I can take some scissors and trim off that excess tape. I'm going to choose to hang mine with just some garden twine, but it would look really pretty with maybe some festive colored ribbon, or if you wanted them to appear like they're floating, you could even use some fishing line. I hung mine on a curtain rod, but if you don't have that option, you could do some command hooks from the ceiling or hang them in an entryway. Let's look at another design option we can do. Again, as I'm creating this design, and you can really do anything, just get creative. I am making sure that there is a point at the top center of the bag. It just makes hanging them so much easier. Once you finalize your design, again, we're going to repeat the process on 8 or 9 bags to make your snowflake. To make some different size snowflakes, you can cut down the size of the bag before you even pick out what design you want to do. Here's another option, and this is one of my favorite ones to do. When working with the hot glue, I have found that sometimes some of the bags stick together where they're not supposed to, and you can just very carefully zhuzh them open. There are so many different options you can do. I'll show you how to make this frilly one, and I'll show you one more. You can hang them at different heights, and you can make them different sizes. I think these are gonna look great once we have the Christmas tree right next to it and a bunch of white lights nearby. Here are two more design ideas that I did that I have hanging from my curtain rod.